There are two types of people in the world. People who they just hope to succeed in life. They just hope that someday they wake up and everything they ever wished for is fulfilled by God. These are people like TGR, Prescales, Imangadzi, our favorite LARPers, who just woke up one day, they got their rich parents, they got the privilege to be rich, and now they get to LARP for a living. And then there's people like us, people who they don't have their luck in life. So if we want to succeed, we need to be very methodical. We need to use formulas. We need to really plan out what we're going to do. So in this video, I'm going to help you do exactly that. This is the goal scoring formula, and it has helped me transform my own life. And I've went from being a broke university student to now having an agency that generates me $2,000 to $5,000 per month, which yes, is not a lot when compared to these LARPers, but yo, I'm telling the truth. This money allows me to live comfortably in Eastern Europe, and yeah, I finally moved out. I can finally spoil my girl, and maybe even I can finally lease a car so I can also LARP on social media. So let me present this formula that transformed my life. As in my last video, this will require you to actually journal, to actually ask yourself the uncomfortable questions. Why are you like this? Why did you turn out like this? So if you aren't capable of doing that, think that this is boring work, or like this is some hippie shit, this is some self-improvement shit, then get out of here. I don't want uneducated bums like you to watch me. So with that out of the way, let's actually finally get into this. The formula itself is very simple. A multiplied by B equals C. So what does this say? This A is your unique weapon, and everybody has his or her unique weapon. This is something that you're just blessed with. This is something that you are natural at. It can be something trivial, like a physical stat. Maybe you are very tall, you are very muscular, or you put a lot of muscle very easily, or you're very strong with your muscles. Or maybe you are very attractive, like you're at least childlike on the PSL scale. Or you're very charismatic. It can be even something that is more abstract, like you're a great speaker, or you have great reaction times, or you are very good at proactive thinking, strategizing, things like that. How do you discover this? Again, you need to journal about yourself, okay? You need to really know how was your childhood, what did you do, what happened, why did you turn out like this? You need to really know yourself in order to discover your weapons. And this is especially true for the guys who have these abstract weapons, because not all of us are born or blessed with, for example, being very tall or being very fast or being very muscular or whatever. Some of us just have these abstract weapons. And no, motherfucker, don't just go and be like, no, I don't have a weapon, I'm not blessed with anything, I'm bad at everything. No, motherfucker, you have something that you're good at, and it's most likely something abstract. But in order for you to discover this shit, you need to discover yourself first, okay? This is my goal with this channel, is to actually help you conquer yourself first before you go out there and try to conquer the world. So if this sounds cool, drop a follow. Now let's continue. Let's say you have already discovered your weapon. Now what to do? It's pointless having a weapon if you don't know how to use it. Let's say you are very attractive. This is your weapon. You're a childlike at the very least, and you decide to look smacks, so now you're a child, okay? But for some reason, TGR scammed you that you need to become a trader. You go on your phone or on your PC and you spend hours and hours every day sitting inside in your mom's basement, and you motherfucker, you think you're going to succeed. All the while you have the bone structure, you have the perfect jaw, you have the fucking perfect maxilla, you have the perfect orbital support. You're just made to be a model, or you're just destined to succeed on social media with a personal brand because you have a pretty face. And your stupid ass decided to go and day trade. And by the way, this is also a very stupid business model. This is not a channel about business, it's more like a psychology, self-improvement channel. But I just wanted to get this out of my head because I hate this guy with a passion. So you see how being good at one thing doesn't necessarily carry over in everything in your life. So when you discover your weapon, seriously ask yourself, what is the exact situation that this weapon excels? And I mean exact situation. How are you using it? How are you feeling? What are your energy levels? Again, this highly depends on what's your weapon, so I can't really give a general answer here, but just when you're journaling about this, remind yourself that it needs to be the exact situation. And by the way, I will cover this in a bit, but when you're starting out, you don't really have to know the exact situation because it's kind of impossible just through journaling and thinking about it to discover it. You will actually need to go out there in the real world, and you can just later feel the picture of the exact situation. But yeah, just remember that it has to be exact. Otherwise, the 100% of the time part that you're going to succeed, this is simply not going to happen. Having this figured out, A and B, the weapon and the situation in which you can use it, you will achieve success 100% of the time. Guaranteed. Only if this criteria is met. If it's not met, maybe it's like 70 to 90%, and with every little bit of information about how to make this situation exact, it will help you get closer to 100% of the time success that we are all looking for. So let me give you an example with me. What is my goal scoring formula? What is my weapon and how do I use it? So, my unique weapon is my ability to copy other people that I admire to almost perfection. Like, I can literally copy somebody that I like to 99.9% perfection of what they are. The reason for me being like this, the reason for this being my weapon, is because I'm fatherless. And what do young boys need? They need a role model. They need a father that they can copy. But since I never had one, there's like this void that was left inside of me that led me to, how do I say it, look for a father on the internet. And this sounds really retarded and sounds kind of dangerous because people like me might stumble on the wrong guys. Thankfully I didn't. Thankfully I stumbled on guys like Tate, like Hamza, which actually helped me fix my life, like many of you. What I'm trying to say is I discovered that I'm very good at copying people that I like. So how do I copy them? What's the situation that I can use it? Basically, for me, I discovered that I can't just look at the other person and I like your quality of life, I like the way you're living, so I'll become exactly like you. No, for me, it's related to watching videos, consuming their content, podcasts, whatever, short videos or long form videos. And when I do that, when I consume content, I get their mannerisms, I just excel my copy, what I'm trying to say. And what essentially happens is I learn their own goal scoring formulas. And this allows me to apply them in my real life and achieve success. Again, for example, Tate, he's an awesome salesman. he's also an awesome presenter. He talks very nicely. So when I listen to Tate, his videos in regards to sales, in regards to speaking in front of the camera, presenting yourself, I just take his skills, I take his excellence, or at least around 99% of it, and I apply it for my own benefit. Now, some of you might actually recognize this concept that it comes from Bluelock. It's a manga or an anime, whatever you watch, and the concepts actually, just because they're from an anime or a manga, doesn't mean that they're bad. And yeah, this concept and many other concepts, they actually help me to improve my life. And they're not original to Bluelock, by the way. There are many performance psychology books out there that cover these concepts. And the owner of Bluelock, I'm sure that he really took lots of inspiration from them. Trust me, this is really going to help you ascend in success in real life, not just in looks. So follow from there. Let's continue now. Now for your own weapon, your own formula, again, you have to discover it for your own. Like I can't just give you a list of weapons and you just choose the one that you think it is. No, you actually need to go meditate, reflect, journal on yourself, and eventually you will find it. And next, all you have to do is just refine it to perfection. And you go out there in the real world, you apply it, and with every feedback you get, because in the beginning you're not going to succeed every single time, after enough iterations to the point that you know the exact situation that your weapon excels, I promise you, you're going to succeed 100% of the time. And this is a promise. So go out there, discover it for your own, and come back here to tell me that it actually worked. Now lock off.